The next topic we have is dictionary versus list. We'll see here how dictionary is different from list here. Unlike list, items in dictionaries are unordered. Okay, that means in a list we had an ordered collection of items, but in dictionary the items or the values are unordered. Okay, that is, the first item in a list named spam could be spam of 0. That is, whenever you are referring to the first item in a list, that time the index would be spam of 0. But there is no first item in a dictionary. Okay, there is no first item in a dictionary because all the values in the dictionary are unordered. While the order of items matters for determining whether two lists are the same, it does not matter in what order the key values are paired in a dictionary. Okay, for example, they have explained that here. For example, if you want to check whether two lists or two dictionaries are same. Okay, for example, here you have a list here. Spam is equals to cats, dogs and moose. They are in square brackets and it is a list of values here. And another list here is bacon. Bacon values are what here? Dogs, moose and cats. Although the values in both of these variables are same, that is cats is here also, dogs is here, moose is here. Okay, but they are not in order. They are not in order. And if you want to check whether these two lists are same, then it will give you as false, although all the three values are in both the list. Okay, why it is like that? Because in list ordering is very important. If they are not in order, then this both the list are not considered as same, then it will give the answer as false. But in dictionary what will happen, the ordering is not important. Important is whether those key value pairs exist in both the variable. For example, here you have the first variable is eggs. For this eggs you have given a dictionary, and here the key is name, value is Zophie, key is species, value is cat, age, key is age, value is 8. So we have here three key value pairs. We have one more dictionary here. Okay, we have one more dictionary here, and here also we have the same values, only the ordering is different. Here we have species cat, here also we have species cat, here we have age 8, age 8, and here we have name Zophie, name Zophie. Okay, the same key value pairs are in both the dictionaries, only the difference is they are ordering. Okay, so ordering is not important in dictionaries, and when you compare both these variables, that is eggs is double equals to ham, it will give us a true. Okay, so the very important difference between dictionary versus list is that in a list the items are ordered. Okay, the items are in ordered, but in dictionaries they are unordered. Okay, they are unordered. There is nothing like first element, last element, middle element or anything like that in dictionary. Okay, next, because dictionaries are not ordered, they can't be sliced like list. In list we had studied about slicing. Okay, and slicing is possible only if the values in that list are in order. So slicings are allowed in list, but slicing is not allowed in dictionary only because they are not in order. Okay, so the second difference between dictionary versus list is that slicing is possible in list but not in dictionary. Okay, next what they're trying to say is, trying to access a key that does not exist in a dictionary will result in a key error message, much like a list out of range index error message. Okay, so if you're trying to access a key, okay, that is not there in the dictionary, then it will give a key error message. Okay, same way if a value was not there in a list, that time it used to give us the index error message. Okay, for example, we have a dictionary here, the variable is spam and the dictionary is name colon Zophie, age colon 7. Okay, so here spam of color, here usually we give the key value and the key value given here is color, but this key color is not there in the dictionary. Okay, so what error it gives here is key error. Okay, next what they have given is, though dictionaries are not ordered, the fact that you can have arbitrary values for the keys allows you to organize your data in powerful ways. Okay, although the values in the dictionary are not ordered, the arbitrary values for the keys, because the keys what we give in dictionary are not of the same data type, they are of different data types. Because of this, it allows you to organize your data in much powerful ways. Okay, for example, there is a program here. Okay, say you wanted your program to store data about your friends birthdays. Okay, so you can use a dictionary with the names as keys and the birthdays as values. So here in this program we'll be having a dictionary key value pairs, where key is the name of your friends and value is their birthday. Okay, so this is the dictionary. Here this is the program. Birthdays is the variable name, and to this variable we have assigned a dictionary. Okay, so what is the key here? Key is Alice, value is April 1. Again, key is Bob, value is December 12. And key is Carol, value is March 4. So the key value is nothing but the name and their birthdays. Okay, so how this program comes is, okay, now while of true, okay, while of true, you can enter the while loop because you have started it with the true value. Okay, print, enter a name. If you want, you enter a name, and if you want to quit, you have to press enter. Okay, so this program I have written it in Thorny. Let's check there. Okay, so you can see here, birthdays is equals to Alice, April 1, so on. This dictionary is there. So while of true, print, enter a name. Okay, enter a name blank if you want to quit. Okay, and whatever name you will enter, that will be taken by which method? Input method, and that name in turn will go to the variable name. Okay, and next condition is, if that name is double equals to space. That means if you have given a blank for a name, then that program will come out, you will come out with the program through brick. Okay, for example, I'll just run this program. Okay, so it is asking me enter a name. Okay, enter a name, and if I just press blank, okay, you will come out of the program. It will not ask you anything else. Okay, so next, if I enter a name which is already there in the dictionary, for example, I want to know whether Alice birthday is stored in the dictionary or not. So if I enter Alice, that will be taken by this method, and in turn it will be given as a name. Okay, so what is sitting in the name variable? Alice is sitting. Okay, and here this will condition will not be true, so we have to come to the next condition of if, that is if name in birthdays. Okay, so what is there in name? Alice. If Alice is in birthdays, print this particular statement. Okay, what is this particular statement? Print birthdays of name. Birthdays of name is, birthday is this. Okay, dictionary name, variable name, birthdays of name. So what is there in name? Name I have entered it as Alice. So birthdays of Alice, that is birthday is the dictionary name, variable name, and name Alice is the key. So what it will give me? Birthdays of Alice is the variable name, and the key will give me its value. Okay, this we had seen here. If you want to access the values of the dictionary, you have to take the variable name followed by the key name. And what I had entered the name, it is at Alice. So birthdays of Alice will give me the value April 1. So April 1 is the birthday of what is the name I have entered? Alice. So it will print April 1 is the birthday of Alice. Okay, so let's run that. Okay, I've come out of the program. Run the program once again. It is asking enter a name. I will enter it as Alice. Okay, so what it has given here is April 1 is the birthday of Alice. Okay, so how did I get April 1? April 1 I have accessed it using the variable name followed by the key name, and the key name is the name which you enter. Okay, so next if I enter, it will ask me again enter a name. If I enter Bob, that name will be taken by which method? Input method. Input method is the one which will help you take the value from the user. Then Bob will go to which variable? It will go to name. Now name is double equals to space false. So you have to come to the next condition. Is Bob in birthdays? So name variable what is sitting? Bob is sitting. So if Bob in birthdays, if it is there in the birthdays list, then what you have to print is birthdays of name. So name mein what is there? Bob is there. Birthdays of Bob, that is variable name, and the key will give me its value. So what it will give is December 12 is the birthday of Bob. Okay, so let's see how it will print. I'll just clear the screen, run it once again. Okay, enter a name. I'll enter it as Bob. Okay, so what it has given is December 12 is the birthday of Bob. Okay, same way if I enter the third name, what is the third name? Carol. Okay, that I'll enter through input method. That in turn will go to name. If Carol in birthdays, then what it will print? Birthdays of Carol. Birthdays of Carol will give me what the value is? March 4. March 4 is the birthday of Carol. Okay, now if I give a name which is not there in the dictionary, okay, so that time what it will ask is, first condition is if you give blank, second condition is if that name is there in birthday, and else part is if that name is not there in the dictionary. So that time what it will say is, now think I have entered Janice. Okay, so who will take Janice? Input method. The Janice in turn is assigned to the variable name. Now the first condition is false because it is not blank. The second condition is also false because that Janice is not there in birthday, and so we have to go to the else part. So what it will print in the else part is, I do not have birthday information for name. So what is the name I have given is Janice. So it will ask what is their birthday. Okay, what is their birthday? So I'll give that birthday. I'll give it as June 1, you think. Okay, June 1. June 1 in turn will be given to who here? Birthday. Okay, B day. It will be June 1. I'll give it to B day. Then what will happen here is variable name plus key. That is birthdays of Janice will be assigned June 1. Okay, what is the name I had taken? Janice. Okay, and what is the input I had taken? June 1, and this June 1 is assigned to whom here? B day. Okay, so birthdays of name, that is birthdays of name is what here? Janice. Birthdays of Janice equals to how much? June 1, which I had assigned. Okay, later on it will print that birthday database has updated because we have added one more information. Okay, so let's check this condition. Clear this, run once again. Okay, I'll enter as Janice. Okay, so what it is saying is, I do not have birthday information for Janice. What is their birthday? I will enter it as June 1. Okay, so what it is showing is birthday database updated. Okay, that means Janice and June 1 has been added in the dictionary. Now I want to check whether it has been added or no. So what I'll enter is Janice. Enter a name it has asked. So what it is printing now? June 1 is the birthday of Janice. Okay, June 1 is the birthday of Janice. Now if I want, I can enter one more name if you want. Okay, another name I'll enter is Hallie. Okay, Hali is not there in the dictionary. So what it will say is, I do not have birthday information for Hali. What is their birthday? I'll enter it as no, July 4. Okay, what is their birthday? July 4. I'll enter. Okay, so birthday database has been updated. Now I'll check out whether Hali is there or no in the database. Hali, enter. Yes, July 4 is the birthday of Hali. Okay, then I'll quit the program. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll just print the variable name birthdays. Okay, so you can see that the birthdays variable which was there, that has been updated. Okay, so Alice, Bob and Carol was already there. Now what else is being added is Janice and Hallie. Okay, so this is a very powerful method of dictionary. That is, you can go on giving the data to that dictionary irrespective of its data type. Okay, because you can give arbitrary varying data types, you can give to the dictionary. So in this way you can do more number of operations using dictionary. Okay, so hope you all have understood this program. So what they had done here, this is nothing but the dictionary, and usually the while of true, it will ask you a name. That name is taken by method, and in turn you will give it to the name. And here it will first check whether it is space. Okay, so if you have given some blank thing, then it will break from the program. And if you have given a name which is there in this list, then it will check out that name, and then it will print its birthday is the birthday of that particular name. If it is not there in the dictionary, then it will come to the else part, where you have to give the birthday information, which will be taken by input, and then it will get added to your dictionary. Okay, so this was about dictionary versus list.